This also takes us to the area of negotiation. There's a lot of very expensive negotiation programs. I think people like Chester Karras are probably making gazillions of dollars at my expense by running really significant negotiation programs, and I'll leave that for those people. There's a common theme here. Negotiation, of course, is about alignment of value transfer on both sides, fair payment for fair value. And again, we often find ourselves in very difficult situations from a negotiation perspective. Let's not kid ourselves, though. A client telling us they want a discount or want it cheaper, that's not negotiation. That illustrates we either haven't communicated our value to them effectively, or they're the wrong person to understand the value to their organization, or they don't care about value, there's no real opportunity, and it's opportunistic on their part. Either of those or any of those three scenarios don't necessarily look to me anyway like the very best environments for you to be involved in from a sales perspective. If we have a relationship with a customer that's based on fair exchange of value, then negotiation becomes a cleaner activity. The training you'll go on that teaches you the formal skills of negotiation will be much more effective for you because you're talking about a level playing field. Fair delivery of value on your part that is specific to the client's requirements at strategic level. Fair payment for that value based on a business case from that client. So a couple of things become important. One, as we've said before, if you're not thinking about effects and impacts to your client, the value that you create at strategic level, it's going to be very tough to negotiate fairly, and you're probably going to end up with, I hate the phrase win-win, but you're not going to end up with a win-win situation, that's for sure. Two, it's about determining the individual who you're negotiating with, determining their level of engagement in that value. If it's a technical doer, they're very unlikely to understand the value you're talking about. So you need to make sure you have the right people at the table. And you need to make sure that there's appreciation on the customer's side that you're delivering something that's genuinely meaningful for them. And you need to document the business case because it provides the validation for the price that you're charging. Frankly, $1,000 is a lot of money for a company to spend if there's no value associated with it. But $1 million is not a lot of money to spend if you've articulated and agreed a $10 million business case over the coming year and a half. That's a much easier decision for a company to make. It's a much easier decision for them to negotiate fairly on. It puts you in a position of strength, means you're delivering something that's meaningful to them, and it drives effective negotiations.